Throughout history, few ideas have saved more lives than vaccines, and it all began with one strange experiment on a small English farm. This is the story of how a single scratch on a child's arm changed the future of humanity. In the 1700s, smallpox was one of the deadliest diseases on Earth. It killed up to 30% of those infected, and left survivors scarred for life. It didn't discriminate. Kings and peasants, children and soldiers, no one was safe. People tried all sorts of cures, herbal remedies, bloodletting prayers, but one risky practice gained traction: variolation. It involved intentionally infecting someone with a mild case of smallpox. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it made things worse. What the world needed was something safer, something smarter. That's where doctor and scientist Edward Jenner came in. In 1796, Edward Jenner noticed something curious among milkmaids in Gloucestershire. These young women often caught cowpox, a mild disease from cows, but they never seemed to catch smallpox. That gave him an idea. What if cowpox could protect people from something much deadlier? He found a young farm boy named James Phipps, just 8 years old. Jenner made a small scratch on the boy's arm and rubbed in pus from a cowpox sore. James got sick, briefly, then recovered. A few weeks later, Jenner exposed him to real smallpox. The boy didn't get sick. It worked. It was risky, it would never pass ethics boards today, but it was the world's first successful vaccine. The word itself comes from vacca, Latin for cow. Jenner's method spread quickly. By the early 1800s, countries across Europe and beyond began using vaccination programs. Over the next 150 years, scientists created vaccines for cholera, typhoid, tetanus, and eventually polio. Each one brought us closer to a world where death wasn't inevitable from infection. And in 1980, something incredible happened. Smallpox was declared eradicated. It is the first disease ever wiped from Earth by human effort. From pandemics to playground shots, vaccines have changed what it means to be alive today. Even now, centuries after that first scratch on James Phipps' arm, the legacy of vaccines is everywhere. Globally, vaccines prevent an estimated 4 to 5 million deaths every year, from measles, tetanus, whooping cough, and more. But it's not just about stopping disease, it's about what people can do because they're protected. Children can go to school, families can avoid medical debt, whole communities can thrive. And the science isn't slowing down. In recent years, we've seen mRNA vaccines developed in record time for COVID, and new malaria vaccines, a historic breakthrough after decades of struggle. Currently, there are clinical trials for cancer and HIV vaccines that are already underway. What began with cowpox and a farm boy has become one of humanity's greatest defenses, not just against disease, but against fear, poverty, and instability. The story of vaccines isn't over. It's still being written, in labs, in policy rooms, and in people's arms, every single day.